So, before describing the Web 3.0, let's go a little bit through the history of the web and try to understand the evolution of this living entity that is a part of the life of almost everyone on earth nowadays. Whatever you want it or not, web is everywhere. So let's start with the web history. The first question is to answer is why. Why was the internet created? It was created for internet working. Communication were very limited. Basic idea was to be able to communicate between separate networks. Until then, most used model was mainframe computer, but it was not able to exchange outside of its LAN, local area network. MT and UCLA labs contributed a lot in the 60s and 70s to the development of the first packet switching model. The idea is to cut any data into packets that have the right properties to be sent independently with eventually different routes that can be buffered and queued depending on the traffic on the network. Ancestor of the internet is the ARPANET, the first packet switching model. Other famous models were the X.25 and the UUCP, but the number of gateways was still limited, and the next step was to develop a super framework of networks. It needed to be independent from the physical implementation of each network. So now the internet protocol was born. So here starts our Web 2.0. The Web 2.0 is more new way of using the internet than a real revolution of its core definition. Basically, the Web 2.0 refers to an enhanced way to share information, collaborate with people, communicate and interpret with people. In Web 2.0, users became contributors of a website content. It is often linked to the creation of social networks like MySpace, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and so many of social media apps. Video sharing sites like YouTube, wikis, blogs, and it is also the father of web-based application. It is the era of RSS, really simple syndication. Web 2.0 is also a place where experts or non-experts from different horizons can exchange and discuss around a wide range of topics. So the next comes our Web 3.0. The Web 3.0 is also known as the semantic web. It includes several technologies in order to arrange and structure data you can find on the internet to make it usable by programs and softwares thanks to a metadata system. The purpose is to make the web readable by machines and not only by humans. The Web 3.0 wants that every machine can read the web except humans. It starts with the Resource Description Framework (RDF), which gives the specifications of such a metadata data model. SVG, Scalable Vector Graphics, are between the Web 2.0 and the Web 3.0. Many websites are already using this technology to display animated content. Flash animations are already taking advantage of this technology to deliver advanced animated content without the heavy weight of usual movie files. Even if the definition of the Web 3.0 is not achieved yet, everybody agrees on its properties. The core benefit is that anyone will have access to a huge amount of structured data using softwares. No need to dig in for hours on the web for data and no need to dig in for hours on the web on different websites to get valuable information. It will also provide to the deep web. Most of the time a Google search provide access to the surface web, most common sites like with. It will also provide the deep web. Most of the time a Google search provides access to the surface web. Surface web is the most common sites with good page rank, but a lot of interesting information lies under the surface. The Web 3.0 is the third generation of internet services for websites and applications that will focus on using machine-based understanding of data to provide a data-driven and semantic web. The ultimate goal of Web 3.0 is to create more intelligent, concepted and open websites. The Web 3.0 has not been yet implemented, so there is no solid definition. It took over 10 years to transform from the original web to Web 1.0 to Web 2.0, and it is expected to take just as long, if not longer, to fully implement it and reshape the web with Web 3.0. However, the technologies that some people believe are going to make up and ultimately define Web 3.0 are currently being developed. Smart home and appliances using wireless networks and the Internet of Things are two examples of how Web 3.0 is already impacting technology. If the trend of change is traced from Web 1.0, a static information provider where people read web website but rarely interacted with them. Web 2.0, an interactive and social web enabling collaboration between users. Web 3.0 may be constructed with artificial intelligence AI, semantic web and ubiquitous properties in mind. The idea behind using AI comes from the goal of providing faster, more relevant data to end users. A website using AI should be able to filter through and provide the data it thinks a specific user will find appropriate. Social bookmarking as a search engine can provide better results than Google, since the results as websites websites that have been voted by users. However, these results can also be manipulated by humans. An artificially intelligent web will also introduce virtual assistant, an element that is already emerging today as an aspect built into a device or through third-party apps. The idea behind the semantic web is to categorize and store information in a way that helps teach a system with specific data means. In other words, a website should be able to understand words put in search queries the same way a human would, enabling it to generate and share a better content. This system will also use AI. Semantic web will teach a computer what the data means, and then AI will take the information and use it.